Hey guys, welcome to the show. Let's take a look at what is going on here today. Let's make sure the sound is working all right. Let's take a look here. Just give me 1 second here. Let's see. Sounds like everything's okay. Let's give it a second to catch up on the live stream. Yeah, that looks good. All right, guys. It's a little choppy. I don't know why, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go along. So, hey, Chris, good morning, brother. I don't have my coffee made. Thank you, but I will in a bit. It is, what time is it? It is 6 o'clock in the morning here in Colombo. 6 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. And excuse me. And I haven't had time to go make my coffee. I will probably once I hear people moving around downstairs. I don't want to wake our houseman. Thank you very much, Chris, for letting me know. Appreciate it. Basically, this morning I started the live stream a little early because we've got a whole bunch of holiday celebrations and events to take care of today and this whole week because my brother came. My brother came on Thursday, and then Friday we had something to do. Yesterday we had something to do. We went out and visited family. Friday we went out for dinner. So we went to Culture Colombo, which is just a super, super wonderful restaurant. If you guys ever come to Colombo, you have to go to Culture Colombo in downtown Colombo on Duplication Road near Bambalapitia, and it's online. Just look it up, Culture Colombo. Make a reservation on a weekend for dinner and get their platter. It has a little bit of everything. You have roti, kotu, pittu, hoppers, egg and plain, string hoppers, meat, fish, potato curry, sini sambal, pol sambal. Everything that is in a Sri Lankan meal in one meal is there. And my brother loved it. He just went to town and loved it. And it is cheap. We got 2 of them, plus extra hoppers for 20,000 rupees for how many people now? That was 6 people. Because now we're 6 people. So it's the 4 family members, Desmond, the driver, and Harshana, the medical attendant for my dad. So, 6 people we feed, and this was a delicious meal. It was wonderful. Then yesterday, my brother, Chana, he went to do some shopping, got me a new shirt. I love it. I'm looking like 2.5 Men. What is that guy? Charlie from 2.5 Men. So he got me a new shirt. I really love it. And then we went and met my cousin on my dad's side and his sister, who's my aunt, for dinner. And we went to Cafe Galleria, which is another place I've been to. And the waiter actually remembered me. And my order, because I always get their steak and their caprese salad, tomato and mozzarella, which was really, really nice. So my cousin Sepali and her husband, really nice couple. Romesh is really cool guy. We get along very well. It's for the same mind. And we were talking about investments, talking about the economy here in Sri Lanka, because they're heavily they're quite they have a lot of money, so they he likes to invest, and it's good to have someone to bounce ideas off of like that. And his kids, really nice kids, got to hang out with them. We had a great dinner. It was wonderful. And then today is a little bit of a not. I mean, it's a little bit of a. No, I don't want to say sad day, but it's my mom's brother's memorial. So he passed away in England or in U.S. somewhere, not here. In U.S. He passed away a few months ago, and they have cremated him and brought a few of his remains here to spread out in the ocean. So we're going to meet my cousin Rochelle and her families, and we're going to go to Negumbo, take a boat out, and spread his ashes, final resting place, and then have a memorial lunch at the Camelot Beach Hotel. So we'll be hanging out with cousins and doing that. Monday, I have to work. My brother's doing shopping. Tuesday is the 24th. I have to work. My brother's going to relax. And then 25th is we are having all of my mother's cousins here, about 25 people, to the house with a catered dinner, a lunch. So there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of things going on. I'm going to meet almost every single one of my cousins. Almost all of my cousins on my mother's side. So, except for her one brother, couldn't make it. I'm going to probably meet. No, not all the cousins. Sorry, there's way too many cousins. But I'm going to meet a lot of them. I don't know. Mom says we're just meeting people, and I said okay. So yeah, it's been a busy week. I mean, Chris, you're on your way here. When are you? You're less than 2 weeks. You're landing on the 8th, so you're 2 weeks away, right? So you must be pretty excited. And I'm looking forward to meeting up with you on the weekend. So once you land, let's hook up on WhatsApp or whatever, and then we can make plans to meet up on a weekend. Have a coconut, brother. Truly appreciate that. So today's live stream is going to be a little quiet because it's early in the morning here, and as well probably wherever you guys are, it's not out my regular time. I usually do this, and I don't start my live stream for about another 2 hours normally, but I took today off, so I don't have any classes, I don't have any work. And what else is going on? Well, holidays. We've got Christmas, and then I've got another couple of days off where I'm going to take a couple of days off and hang out with my brother before he leaves. He leaves before New Year, so he leaves on Sunday. So Friday, we're probably going to go out to the city. Saturday, the plan is to go to the beach. I took the day off there. We're going to go to the beach and hang out at the beach. I mean, today we're hanging out at the beach too, but it's more with family. So he likes to just chill out at the beach and sit and do nothing. And then I'm back to work on Sunday after. So 1 week from today, he leaves. So I'll be doing a live stream that day right after he leaves. I got to practice how to do a live stream using my phone, not this setup. because when I go to Thailand, I'm going to be doing live streams. I'm going to try to do a couple of live streams with Lady Sarah when we are like traveling. Like, I plan on being on one of the islands during one of the live streams. So I'd like to try. And maybe, depending on my schedule, I'm going to try to do 3 live streams during the week, like Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, just to see how the reaction from you guys is. So, yeah, I'm the same way, Chris. I mean, I'm at 33 days till I leave for Thailand. You know, I'm not counting down the days till Christmas. I'm counting down the days till the vacation, and I'm pretty sure you are too. How long's it been since you've been to Sri Lanka? You know, it should have been. I'm assuming it's been a while since the last time you were here. I mean, are you coming for family or for vacation? Or I'm assuming family. So that gets a little busy too. You can't really take a vacation on your vacation. So then January, once January comes along, I mean, it's 3 weeks till I leave. I've got my US dollars. I've got all the things I need for the vacation. I've got all the toiletries. I've got all the beach stuff. I've got all the clothes. I've got all the equipment I need for work. I should do a test. I should take everything apart and do a test. I've got my list of things that I have to take. You know, because once you start packing, you forget, oh, I forgot the cables. I forgot this piece that I need. So, you know, I got that list done. Once my brother leaves, I'm going to take over his bedroom and start making that like a packing station. Because a lot of the stuff I can start packing right away. It's just my last minute clothes and toiletries that I pack last minute, and obviously the computer. But I leave late at night, one of the last flights out. So I have to leave for the airport at 9:30 p.m. local time. My last class is 2:30. So I have 7 hours to pack from the time I finish work till the time I have to leave, which gives me a nice amount of time to relax, take a rest, have something to eat, wash up, and then, you know, pack everything away for the trip. And, you know, obviously I dress in jeans and a shirt because airplanes are cold and airports are even colder. I'm flying direct, so yeah, I won't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna be landing. You should think about that. Time of my landing in the morning. Yeah, I land in the morning, and I have to wait 3 hours for Lady Sarah to land. So I'll have time to get my SIM card. I'll have time to exchange my money. I have time to get a foot massage. I know the perfect place in the airport to do that, and to shoot a quick video for you guys, and time to get some breakfast before she lands. So I'll be doing that. Yeah, I'm not going to wear anything heavy. Maybe I'll bring a jacket for the airplane. I always hate being chilly on the airplane, especially with air conditioning. I don't like it. Oh yes, Chris. Sorry, I forgot what you told me about the tuk-tuk trip. That's going to be an adventure, brother. I was just watching a video just yesterday of a couple who rented a tuk-tuk and were traveling. It's so safe. You just need to have your head on a swivel and not take your eyes off the road for 1 second when you're in Colombo, when you're in the cities. When you're outside the city and driving down the road, just if you're good, if you're looking, oh wow, look at the ocean, pull over and stop. Don't. I mean, keep your eye on the road, because all it takes is one dog, one person, one bicycle, and that's it. Because those things will, flip. So no seatbelt. So you have to be careful driving here, and I mean, you're used to driving on the left, so that won't be an issue. That was one issue I had to get used to. I had to get used to looking to my left and not my right when crossing a street. I had to get used to, making that left turn and then using the roundabouts. I had to get used to that when I drove my motorcycle there. So, yeah, a lot has changed since 2016. I mean, we're talking almost 9 years here. So you're going to have a wonderful time. The weather is great. The exchange rate is good, is fair. You're coming during high season, so it's going to be a lot of tourists. It's going to be busy. But as you said, you're going to take it off the beaten path. So definitely enjoy that. I envy you. But either we'll meet up. So you are landing on the 8th. You're landing on the 8th. I could probably meet you, on the 8th when you land that day. The following day, I could probably meet you. Yeah, pretty well that whole week I could meet you. I finish work around 3 o'clock. So we could meet up after that. Where are you staying when you come to Colombo? Derek! How are you, brother? Good to see you. Oh, sorry, Darren. I haven't had my coffee yet. I gotta go get a coffee. I hope you're doing well. Idiots at H&B. Oh, every week. It's probably every month I have to go back to the branch at Commercial Bank, the bank I use, to have them reset my internet banking because I can't log on. It is really frustrating sometimes. But yeah, good luck, brother. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, the Ngumbo is the place where the tuk-tuk rental shop is. I know which one you're going to. It's the major one in Sri Lanka, and they're really. Oh, what happened? Let's see what's going on with this camera. I'm having issues with my camera. Oh crap! There we go. All right. There we go. Back online. All right. So I think you may have saw just a second ago, I put the Sri Lankan flag up on my wall there. So that was really, really cool. And on my other wall, I started decorating because I want to be more comfortable. I put up on the opposite wall over there, I put up the targets from the gun range in Thailand for my shooting. So I shot real guns in Thailand last year, and I shot a handgun and a rifle. So the handgun was 15 meters. It was a Glock, and I shot 79%, which is pretty good for a first time. And then I used a 22 bolt Ruger rifle, 22 caliber, at 30 meters, and I got 98%. The technician said that's unheard of for a beginner, and especially someone who can't see. Like, my vision is not the best, and that thing was moving. It was moving, so I had to time it so that I fired when it came down on the target. It was really fun. Yeah, traveling. If you know the airport, then you're okay. Like, for example, Hong Kong airport is ridiculously cold. Like, I was freezing cold. The air conditioning in that airport was way too much. And I had a jacket on, or jumper. Beijing airport is not heated. Kuala Lumpur is too stuffy, especially KLA2 terminal. Because it's an older airport. The air conditioning isn't working as well. It's very sticky or musty, let's say. Colombo Airport is okay. I've never worried about it. It is a little chilly if you're there for a long time. What happens is that my nose and my head get cold. So yeah. And yeah, Chris, I think you'll have a really fun time reacquainting yourself with Sri Lanka. And you're at the perfect time to like hang out and have a wonderful vacation. You're going to have a great time, especially traveling. That's half the adventure. Oh yeah, so if you're yeah, I'll meet you in Negumbo. That's a heck of a lot easier. So let's tentatively plan to have to meet up in Negumbo either Friday night or Saturday during the daytime, because you're leaving on Sunday the 12th. So Friday the 10th night, like after 3 o'clock, we can meet up and have an early dinner wherever you're staying. That would probably be better. And then, or if you want to hang out at your hotel all day on Saturday, that's fine with me. But we'll figure something out. That'll be a lot of fun. You will be like, I think, the third or fourth subscriber that I will have met. So I met Darren, I met Marvin, I met yeah, you'll be number 4. All right. So what else is going on? Getting ready for the holidays, let me tell you. Well, today is actually day 3 of the 12-day celebration of my birth. So my birthday is Christmas Day, and ever since I can remember, like back even when I was in Canada, I would celebrate my birthday for 12 days. Yeah, the 12 days of Christmas. So 6 days before, 6 days after, culminating on New Year's Eve, or 7 days before, 7 days after. I don't remember. So the 14-day celebration of my birth. So I celebrate 7 days before and 7 days after, which means I start on the 20th and I finish on January 1. And going out, meeting friends and hanging out, and because it's vacation time, right? You're on vacation. And then when I came to Korea, I mean, like, I'm working in a club, so it was even more of a party. And so I'm just going through the photos of my life over the last 50 years. Let me just fix something here. Yeah, so it's fun and nostalgic to go back in time and look at all these things. Excellent. I'll definitely look that up. Thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. It's just, it's my birthday. Yeah. Once you've had 55 birthdays, they start to not really be that big of a deal. And being that it's Christmas, I get to meet all the family anyway. So it's a good thing. So yeah, today's day 3 of the 14-day celebration of my birth. So I'm really looking forward to Christmas Day. We're actually having a huge party at the house. So mom said she wants to get cake and everything. I'm like, oh, come on. For my mom, it's a big deal. For me, not so much. So yeah, so we're doing that. Let's see what else is going on. And then I'm just back to work. And then the other thing is funny is that I need to actually start looking for new jobs. Yeah, I need to start looking for new jobs to fill my contract, because a lot of my contracts end in December. Let's see. So yeah, the birthday will be good because I'll be with family. I wanted to say one thing that was very interesting is that a lot of people, I've been doing a lot of videos recently on living, right? The video I just posted Friday about why you should move to Southeast Asia got a lot of traction, and a lot of people are saying really nice things on it. It's and a lot of views. I got back my monetization. Don't worry about that. That was, they said it was actually a mistake. So I made the video and sent it out, and I had to upload a private video to YouTube for them to see how I make my videos and things like that. So I showed them, and that my videos are not using reused content. Somehow their AI has flagged my account. So so I got the monetization back. So that was a good thing. So a lot of people are asking, what it's like to be me. Like, what are the, I talk a lot about the positives. What are the negatives? Well, the negatives is, you're always alone. I don't really have time to socialize because I'm working so much. But like I've said before, it's a little bit of a sacrifice that I'm making. But then I realized that I have one thing here that I haven't had in almost my entire life, and that's family. So, I've always had my family, my parents, and maybe not my brother, because he lived on the other side of the country. But after university, I had my parents, right? I could go visit them whenever I wanted. I was either in a relationship, but ever since I moved to Korea, I've been alone. I had friends. I never had family. So I was as alone as I wanted to be. I wanted to be alone, I could be alone, which I enjoy. I enjoy being alone. But now, we're coming up on 3 years here in Sri Lanka. February will be 3 years. And having family 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, living with mom and dad, and then going and visiting my cousins like every week is a unique feeling for me that I haven't had before in my life. And I think that that's the one thing that is also helping me in the social aspect of living, right? A lot of people say, you need that. When I was in South Korea, I was all alone other than having friends or relationships. So, we all need human contact, but a lot of people say, I have no friends here. It's purely family. It's purely family. I don't have time for friends because to go out with people and do things is just, for me, I'd have to go all the way to Colombo. I'd have to get transportation. I work way too much for me to do that. And it's really tiring. Once I retire and said, then I will join this motorcycle club that I really like, a great group of guys. And that's something that I'd like to do. I'd like to join this group of guys who love to ride and do charity work and things like that. That's something that I would like to do. And I'm learning Sinhalese every day, practicing more. So the timeline is about 18 months, but it's probably going to go faster. Terry, great to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. I am so happy. Thank you so much. Mom and dad are doing great. Thank you for asking. Tanya, thanks for joining and appreciate the happy birthday. You were one of the lucky people who got to actually celebrate my birthday with me. I remember you it was either at House Ming or at Globe, I think, that I remember you joining. Although you did come to B1 a lot, I think you joined my birthday party at House Ming. I think I remember that. Chris, what are you saying here? You have a good plan. We'll really enjoy the rewards when they arrive. Oh, hey, that's wonderful. They are wonderful people, and you'll meet a lot of great people. And one of the things that you can cherish is the family friendships that you make. So, for example, at the hotel that you're staying at, or if it's a residence, if it's a family who runs it, you will make lifelong friends with them. Because if you come back, they will remember you. When you go to the hotels or wherever you're staying, get their contact information, because when you come back, you will be treated like family. And that's how I've experienced a little bit of that. But every YouTube video that I see of these adventurers, these backpackers traveling around Sri Lanka, is that they make family bonds with these people who are running the B&Bs. So yeah, this is something that is a very positive experience. And one of the good things about Sri Lanka, I mean, like any other country, Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, you're going to have the shady characters who are going to try to, take you for more money than you have. But I mean, wherever there's a large concentration of tourists, there's also going to be a large concentration of bad characters. So you can't avoid that. But all in all, when you're traveling around the country, you will. I have experience. I love it. I love going to the roadside stands in my neighborhood and talking to the people. They're so happy and they're a little shy. You have to remember they'll smile and laugh. And there's not because they're happy, it's because they're shy. They laugh because they're shy. So when you see someone laughing at you, they're not laughing at you or laughing at the situation. They're laughing because they're so shy. And the number two thing is that you cannot hear them talk. They mumble because it's rude to talk loud. So they mumble. They're very soft spoken. You have to listen very carefully or ask them to please speak a little bit louder. I have to do that all the time because I can't hear them. Yeah, Terry, I don't say this enough about my homeland, but the people are amazing. My mom doesn't think so. She sees the bad in everything, right? But because she's used to a certain way, so like if I'm driving, like when I took that motorcycle trip, so the first thing is to stay away from everybody. They're gonna try to rob you, and I'm like, oh my God, I lived in another country for 15 years. I lived in Philippines for 6 months. I traveled to Thailand every year. I know, and these are my own people. She's so cute though. Mom is she cares. She cares too much. But yeah, life in Sri Lanka, I don't think I could be any happier. Well, maybe if Lady Sarah was here, but that's a different story. Living with someone full time, man, that is not an easy thing to do. I don't know how a lot of you how strong you people are doing it. So I get a lot of comments now on my video. This one video that I just did, why you should leave the West and retire to Southeast Asia. And I've been getting a lot of comments on it, and I've actually got a couple of trolls. I love it because the one thing about trolls is that they take the time to comment on a video, which actually helps the algorithm. The more they comment, the more it shows engagement on the video. So I will reply to a troll, but I will reply in the positive. I won't challenge it. Like this one troll was like, I see you walking around garbage-strewn roads. Is this your idea of retirement? And I answered, thank you for taking the time to watch and to comment. I hope you have a wonderful day. I just got a comment right now. One person said 3 minutes wasted. I said, thank you for taking the time to comment, because that engagement and me engaging back shows that this video is good, which means the algorithm will take it and post it in front of other people, which is why this video is getting like 500-600 views. Normally, I only get about 100 views. You guys got to watch more. But I'm really happy with the channel. I don't do it for the views, but I'm seeing things moving in a direction that I like. I have a lot of videos. I have like, I think I used to have 900 videos. I'm down to 600 because I got rid of a lot of videos that were hurting the channel. I had a audit of my channel, and I don't want to get rid of some of the Korea videos, but I moved them onto a playlist. That's what I was told, is to move the non-Sri Lankan videos onto playlists and move them off the main playlist, so that, because I have 6 months in Philippines, I have my Thailand videos, I have my Korean videos, and I had a lot of COVID videos. So I got rid of I actually deleted those. because my auditor was telling me that it was hurting the channel. The algorithm didn't like promoting that. So I deleted a lot of videos, 3 years worth of videos. But they weren't all that important. They were just sort of like news videos, right? And it's not something that anybody would search out today. So they're not going to get continuous views. Like some of my videos have been getting views for 4 or 5 years. So I'll keep those videos forever. Chris, only one big hotel book versus family-run places. Yeah, mom watches CNN all the time. She's old school. She's old school. I mean, mom's like 80 years old. Okay, so she has in her mind, it's still 1960 Sri Lanka. She's still in 1960 Sri Lanka, where it wasn't the safest place to be. You know, it wasn't touristy. You know, it wasn't the way it is today. So she still has that mindset of, you know, when there were problems and stuff like that. So yeah, Terry, you know, there is one of the things that, because I live in a rural area, it is a little bit more prevalent. People will just throw their garbage on the side of the road. Especially when they see one pile, they'll start piling more. And there's one certain area where I walk, where I do my walk and talks, where there's a lot of garbage because it's a abandoned land, and it's really a shame. It's really a shame. I keep saying if I ever become president, I'm going to start lining people up and having them shot. The first is the bus drivers. Okay. Second are the tuk-tuk drivers, and third are people who throw garbage on the ground. And it's just a habit that Sri Lankans have. It's not a good thing, but because we don't have the infrastructure, municipal garbage removal is not a high priority for the government. And that's the other thing, is like the priorities of the government. We need to refocus, not painting the railings. Fix the roads. Don't paint the railings, fix the roads. The railings are not important. The roads are. I don't understand. But, you know, that's why I'm not president, because basically 90% of the people would be shot. You know, I do what is that guy in the Philippines, Duarte? I would start doing that. But yeah, you know, you stop watching the news, because the news is the funniest thing about the news is this. It says, "Good evening. I hope you're having a wonderful time." And then they're going to spend the next 30 minutes listing reasons why you shouldn't have a good day. I mean, it's a contradiction. So I really don't like the news. And I keep saying this. Part of my job is I watch news. I present news as a medium for discussion during my English class. If I didn't teach that news class, I would not know what's going on in the world. I have no idea, because I don't watch the news. And the news always gives bad news, and it brushes everything with one brush stroke. So if you see, oh yeah, the war in Ukraine it's not the entire country. It's one tiny little sliver on the east side. The rest of the country is everyday normal, right? You look at you know, people say, oh yeah, South Korea is dangerous because of this. No, even when there was issues here in Sri Lanka 2 years ago, Mom was like, oh, you can't go there. There's going to be, I'm like, Mom, it's just there in that one little spot. It's not in the entire country. Oh, but you don't know. So she comes from a different generation. You know, our parents come from a different generation where, you know, there's always this fear. I'm more pragmatic. I'm more like, you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I don't like this bit. Oh, my friend passed away. They were, they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, they weren't in the wrong place. They were where they were supposed to be. It was an accident. So, and I'm not religious, so it's not, talking about that. But anyways, yeah, Chris, very interesting point you make. I When I was here during the war, the same thing. There was just I couldn't travel, and you had to take your ID with you everywhere, and you got stopped and asked for ID. That was the only difference. I never noticed anything different during the war, except we couldn't go up north. The furthest north we could go, and which was dangerous, we had to have escort, was just north of Sigiriya. And we had to be careful when we were in public. Mom didn't really want to go to a lot of public places for fear of terrorist acts. I mean, there were no malls or anything like that, but everywhere we did go, there was heavy security. And even at the hotels and stuff. We didn't do a lot of hotels in Colombo. We did outside of Colombo. But yeah, I noticed after 2009 when I came, the difference, especially at the airport. Especially at the airport. Now, I'm going to comment on this. The video about me picking up my brother at the airport is going out on Monday, is it? Yeah, the video on Monday. So 2 videos that are happening on Christmas Day and New Year's Day are throwback old videos. So I took a bunch of club clips from Korea and I put them together just to make a video, because I didn't want to make a video for Christmas Day or New Year's Day, because I doubt anybody's going to be really watching a lot of YouTube on those days because it's family time. So I didn't want to make a video and not have you guys watch it. So I just spliced together club party pics, party videos, and that's going up on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. But a video going up, picking up my brother from the airport last week, is going up on Monday, and I noticed a big difference. And Desmond even told me, he says, you will notice that that officials are following their rules much closer. So they are like following their guidelines. They're going by the book. So normally when I go to Silk Route, my brother came in on Silk Route, we go to the VIP parking lot and I just say Silk Route and they wave you through. No, now they had to see the email. They had to check the license plate. They had to check my ID against the piece of paper they had of the people who were coming in. It was very different. And then when I went through security, again, they had to see everything. They had to do, oh my gosh. They were very strict with the procedures. And so that, because Desmond said they're all afraid of the president because he is looking to, I don't know what the word is. He's looking to ensure that the country is not corrupt or lazy. I've noticed that he doesn't want, they've been making some changes in procedures. Now the government's only in like 30 days now. I'm going to be doing a video next month about the first 60 days of the government and where, like a State of the Union video. That'll be interesting. I'm also going to be doing Sri Lankan visas. You guys have asked about Sri Lankan visas. So I'm going to do that. I had another, I don't know, Chris, if it was you or someone else was saying that they don't see commercials on my YouTube channel. If you have an ad blocker, or if you are a premium YouTube user, you won't see commercials on my channel. Okay, so if you, I can ask a favor, turn off your ad blocker when you're watching my videos so that you can see a commercial and then click on the commercial link. That will help my channel passive income. And again, if you want to support the channel, click the link below to buy me a coconut, support what I do. What else? Well, we're just going to do an hour today because, like I said, I have to get ready to go. Actually, my cousin's coming here in an hour, and we're going to have breakfast here, and then we're going to go. I'm not going on the boat into the ocean. I think that that's more of a family thing that they should do. Although I am the cousin, it is my uncle. It's my mom's brother. Mom's not going. I don't like going out on boats, in big boats on the ocean. Yes, yeah. Doing the job you were hired to do. Yeah, they're not corrupt. They're just lazy. They're just lazy. You know, they're just lazy. And I took advantage of it. So, but can't do it anymore. It's going to be interesting when I go to get my driver's license renewed next year. I wonder what's going to happen, the difference, because it is an adventure going to the driver's license office. The government has also announced they're going to digitize the country. And they hired the former CEO of Dialogue as the tech czar, sort of say. We'll see what happens there, because I'm coming from one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world, with the fastest internet in the world, with an infrastructure that was, Web 3.0, with AI, with instant service. Like, I could buy something, order something in the morning and have it in the evening. It's how quick, or within 24 hours. Automation everywhere. To come to Sri Lanka and have to suffer through withdrawal is really funny. We have a digital ID and a digital driver's license. There's a chip in my driver's license. They've never used it. There is a magnetic reader on my national ID. It's never been used. So they spend all this money on buying these things with our tax dollars, but they don't implement the technology. So that is an issue, and the new government is planning on going down that road and expanding this technology. My parents still have the old laminated ID card. I have the new one, but they have this old laminated ID card. It's ridiculous. Can be forged so easily. Which is why Sri Lanka's passports are not very strong. It's not because it's a weak country, but it's the security of the document that they talk about. I looked that up, and it's the documents used to get the passport are not secure. So that's why also economy and all of that other stuff. But the main thing is that the documents used to get the passport are not secured documents. You can forge a lot of local documents which are required to get a passport. So that's why, which is what I read. Anyway, I'm going to start wrapping things up here, guys, because we have been on for an hour. and I need to start getting ready for this evening. I want to thank everybody who joined today. It is always fun to hang out with you guys and chat. Starting in January, I'm gonna test different different live stream times and days to see what's up. Yeah. Well, see, your international driving permit and passport is all they need. They don't need your driver's license, because you have to have a driver's license to get an international driving permit, and your driver's license is not applicable. If you get stopped by the police, they will ask for your Sri Lankan driver's license or your international driving permit. Now, bring your driver's license. Please bring your driver's license, because some police don't know the rules, right? They'll say, oh no, you have to have a Sri Lankan driver's license. Oh, well, where's your driver's license? Well, here's my permit. No, that's a permit. That's not a license. So you just bring everything. Bring your mother's shoe size and your grandfather's maiden name, and everything. Yeah, every piece of document that you can have, just to avoid any issues. Yeah, I'm gonna get a coffee, get something to eat, and then maybe take a little nap before my cousins come, because it's going to be difficult. And Chris, what I'm going to suggest is, I don't know if I have it here, but have you seen those? It's a waterproof phone case, okay? I've seen them around, and it has a string around the neck. Put all your IDs and everything in there, okay? Your passport, your driver's license, your permit, your visa, all of those documents in this thing, and then either wear it around your neck or have it attached to your bag so that you can pull it out, and all those documents are in a waterproof bag, okay? The one I use is actually used for a cell phone, and it's waterproof, and you can just seal it, and it's perfect because everything is in one place, right? All the documents that are important are waterproof, because you don't want to get your passport wet. Get your passport wet, you're not flying home, brother. Let me tell you, my brother's friend got his passport wet, and the drama that we had to go through to get the passport, because you're going to lose 3-4 days to have to go get your passport there. You're such a joker. I'm infamous. I'm not that famous. Trust me on that. I'm infamous. But I have been recognized. I went to a coffee shop, and he says, "Do you have a YouTube channel?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He says, "I've seen your channel." And I'm like, "Oh wow, great, thank you." I said, "Are you subscribed?" And he says, "No, I'm not subscribed." I said, "Okay, well, if you want to, please support the channel and subscribe." He says, I will. And it's so cool. I've been spotted in airports by people. It's fun. I mean, being that I was somewhat famous in Korea, it's fun to continue that here, and all because of you guys. I truly appreciate each and every one of you supporting the channel and supporting me. Mom and Dad send their love. We will see you all next week. And in the interim, Merry Christmas to you and all of your family. Lots of love, lots of happiness and joy. We'll see you before the new year. Sri Lankan Sammy. We'll see you all on the other side.